greatest power is the power of the subconscious mind. Victory will take a permanent seat in our life on the very understanding of this power of our mind. Alpha meditation is the best way to realize the innermost power of our subconscious mind. Through this meditation, one can generate positive energy, visualize the solution to all worldly problems, and release stress, achieve goals at ease, create positive thoughts in the subconscious mind, improve relationships with family and friends, lead a healthy life, and ultimately reach greater heights in life. Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan preaches, teaches, and propagates this unique power of the subconscious mind. Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan has been mentored and trained by ancient Siddha gurus on numerous systems of meditation. Being a psychologist, she is a dynamic and effective counselor and mind power expert. Alpha meditation workshops have been exclusively researched and designed by Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan. This has proven to be one of the best methods to transform and empower lives. Started in the year 2000, it is being conducted throughout India. Thousands have been benefited through Alpha meditation workshops. Many have been revived, refreshed, and relieved of many struggles and are leading a happy and victorious life. People with suicidal tendencies too have gained confidence in life. Alpha meditation gives hope to the lost and despair. We will now listen to Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan on the need and importance of Alpha meditation.
Hello friends, I am Shahida and welcome to our special, unique and refreshing show, Alpha the Mind Power. Friends, our brain is like a machine and it has very minor part, and every minor part is very important for our life. But sometimes we face different kind of stress, depression and tension, etc. And in that case, we need some kind of calm and serene situation. And Alpha the Mind Power can help us to reduce all these things. To give more information on this regarding, we have in our studio very famous and popular Dr. Vijayalakshmi Pantayan with us. Dr. Pantayan, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Dr. Pantayan, who is the mind power trainer and counselor, and right now she is with us to discuss these things. Dr. Pantayan, my first question is, what is the mind in your words?
Mind is not a part of the body. Many times when somebody asks this question, people say this is the mind. They point at the brain or they point at the heart. But the mind is not just the brain or the heart. The mind is a collection of all the thought forms that keep passing through us. And you can say it is an entire consciousness which is felt in every cell of our being. So the mind is a collection of thought forms. And when we say thought forms, one statement which I always like to make is, every thought form generates energy. So the moment we have a thought, we have generated energy, and that energy works. It works within us, it works outside us. So when we have a lot of positive thoughts, we are generating a lot of positive energy, and that keeps working within us, that is surrounding us everywhere. But when we have a lot of negative thoughts, then we generate a lot of negative energy too. This we can understand. Now sometimes we have good thoughts, we say I can do everything in life, I can face everything in life, everything is working well for me, I am very healthy, I am very happy, I am very calm. So when we have these kind of thoughts, automatically you feel good because the mind energy level increases. But supposing a person says I cannot do anything, my luck is very bad, my health is very bad, I am facing a lot of problems in life, I do not have money in life. So when these kind of thoughts come in the mind, then the mind energy level becomes very low because a lot of negative energy is generated. That is why it is very important for us to have positive thoughts so that the mind is always positive.
If I am talking about the Alpha Mind Power, so what is the Alpha Mind Power?
Actually, alpha is a level of brainwave frequency. It is a scientific term.
Ji.
Now, when the brain functions, it keeps giving out small electrical emissions, and these can be measured by an equipment called electroencephalogram, the EEG as it is known. And this machine gives us the measurement of the brainwave frequency as so many cycles per second. And this frequency can be divided into 4 levels. They are known as beta, alpha, theta and delta. Beta is a level when the brainwave frequency of a person is above 14 cycles per second, and alpha is between 7 and 14, theta is between 4 and 7, delta is between 0 and 4. Beta is a level above 14 cycles when a person is awake and alert, functioning with a normal conscious mind. So, from the moment we wake up in the morning till we go to bed in the night, we are functioning at the beta level, above 14 cycles per second. And above 14, again it keeps changing, because sometimes even if we are awake, we are a little quiet, we are sitting and reading a paper or simply watching TV, then the brainwave frequency is only 15, 16, 17 cycles per second. But sometimes when a person is screaming on the top of his voice or fighting with somebody, arguing or very excited, this goes up to 25, 26 cycles per second. And when a person has an epileptic attack or fits, it goes beyond 40, 50 cycles per second also. That is the beta level. It keeps varying. But when we talk about alpha level, between 7 and 14 cycles per second, that is a level when a person is very calm and when a person is very relaxed. We also say this level is between sleep and wakefulness, because when we are in alpha, you feel as if you are asleep, but you are not asleep, and you feel as if you are awake, but you are not fully awake. You are somewhere in between, and that is a very powerful state of mind. So, when a person is at the alpha level of the mind, the subconscious mind opens. So, that is what we use in the Alpha Mind Power class. We learn how to bring the brainwave frequency down from beta to alpha.
Okay.
At that level, we meditate. We do this with a meditation. So, by relaxing the body, by relaxing the mind, the brainwave frequency automatically comes down to alpha. And when a person is in the alpha state of mind, the subconscious mind opens, and we can use it in many ways. Then we have the theta, which is a level of deep sleep, and we also have delta, which is a level of very deep sleep, coma and brain death. But we deal with the alpha level of the mind.
So, alpha is equal to calm.
Yes.
Doctor, you said calm. So, what happened in calm whenever a human being in calm situation during the alpha therapy? So, what is calm?
Being calm is, what happens otherwise. Normally when a person is simply sitting also, the mind is chattering. Many times people say,
Chattering with that?
Chattering inside.
Okay.
You see, many times people say, I have no peace of mind. Why? Even though the person is simply sitting, he is not doing anything, but his mind is working. The mind is chattering, non-stop. So, sometimes when I do counseling, people come and talk to me about their problems after doing the class. Then they always say, ma'am, I am hearing a voice in my head. There is somebody always arguing with me, fighting with me. There is a lot of noise in my mind. So, I don't have peace of mind. And whose voice is that? And then I tell them that it is not anybody else. It is your own left brain. Because the brain is divided into 2 hemispheres, left side and the right.
Okay.
The left brain is the one which continuously tries to argue with us. It is the logical mind which is always creating a lot of doubts, a lot of fear, a lot of arguments in the mind. So, when that part of the brain is working very furiously, a person experiences this, that the mind is always talking. But when we go to the alpha level, what happens is the left brain, it becomes a little calm. The talking becomes less, the thoughts become less, the disturbances are less, and we would be activating the right brain also when we are in the alpha level. The right brain is what we call the magical side of the mind, because it governs all our inner faculties like intuition,
okay,
understanding, grasping something.
Sixth sense.
Yes, when you look at a person, you grasp, is it good for me to have a relationship with this person? Can I trust this person? Those kind of things. And when you see a situation, you immediately grasp what's happening here. So, those kind of things, those kind of faculties come from the right brain. And here what happens is, most of the time in the day-to-day life, it's the left brain which is working more. That is why people say, I have no peace of mind.
If we are talking about the level, so how can be this level useful for a common man?
Yes, because at the alpha level of the mind, we can do wonderful things. I was also telling you about the theta and the delta level, and our ancient siddhas when they practiced meditations, they were experiencing the level of samadhi at the delta level of the mind, where the brainwave frequency becomes very, very little. It's only 3, 2 and 1. And there are no thoughts at all, absolute stillness, absolute calm. So they could experience it for many hours in the samadhi state. See, but for a common man today, that alone is not enough. So when we meditate, even though we can experience theta and delta levels, it's not enough if we remain at those levels, because we cannot think at those levels.
Exactly.
One has to understand what is alpha level, because it is only at the alpha level that a person can remain in meditation and a person can also think. So at the alpha level, for the common man, every person has goals in life. Everybody wants to become a rich person. They want to achieve many things, have his own house, have a nice vehicle. And if it is a student, he wants to get good marks, and somebody wants to get a good job. Somebody wants to excel in whatever he is doing. There are many things like that. And normally what happens is, when you think of all the problems, the left brain becomes active and says, you can never achieve this, you can never buy a house, you don't have the money to do this, and you cannot get so many marks, you cannot become well, you're always sick. These kind of thoughts come in the mind. But at the alpha level of the mind, if a person starts meditating at that level, the subconscious mind is open only at alpha. And at that level, you can visualize whatever goals you have in mind. Supposing a person wishes to buy a house, then he can create in his mind at the alpha level that this is the kind of house that I wish to buy. ये मेरा वो dream है.
Sorry to interrupt you, Dr. Pathyan, but definitely we will discuss more thing on this topic. But after this short break, you don't go anywhere, stay with us.
The greatest power is the power of the subconscious mind. Victory will take a permanent seat in our life on the very understanding of this power of our mind. Alpha meditation is the best way to realize the innermost power of our subconscious mind. Through this meditation, one can generate positive energy, visualize the solution to all worldly problems, and release stress, achieve goals at ease, create positive thoughts in the subconscious mind, improve relationships with family and friends, lead a healthy life, and ultimately reach greater heights in life.
Welcome back, Alpha Mind Power. Dr. Pathyan, before this break, we were discussing about the common man and the level of the Alpha Mind Power.
Yes.
So, we can continue now.
Yes, the common man, as we say, has so many goals in his mind, he has so many desires, so many responsibilities to fulfill also in life, and always this becomes a very big difficulty for so many people. But with the alpha level of the mind, instead of looking at any goal as a difficult thing to achieve, the person who practices alpha meditation starts looking at it as something which is possible. First of all, that difference is there in the mind, that will this happen in my life? That gets removed, and he starts looking at how will this happen in my life? How will I feel when I achieve this? For example, if it is a house that somebody wants to buy, then instead of wondering how will I be able to buy a house, instead of that, at the alpha level, he starts visualizing what kind of house do I want, how many rooms will I have, where will it be situated, how will I feel when I am living there. So automatically the mind goes to a different level.
So, we should think like positive manner.
And you must also visualize as if the goal has been achieved.
Exactly.
Then the subconscious understands what we want, and the message goes to the universe that this is what I want, and automatically the entire universe starts working for us and for us to achieve the goal.
Okay, doctor, these things for the man. If we are talking about the women, so how does Alpha Mind Power work for?
Actually, it works very well for women, because generally we say a woman is weaker, belongs to the weaker section of the human beings. It is not really so, because what I am saying is, whether it is a man or a woman, the mind is the same. Sometimes it is strong, sometimes it is weak. But as far as women are concerned, mostly what I see is they have this tendency to depend on others emotionally, particularly for the love and affection, and always women feel that husband doesn't show enough love, or children do not love me, or parents do not love me, or brother and sister, something like that. So this need for others to show love and make them feel pampered, that gets removed when they start practicing Alpha Mind Power, because emotionally they become stronger. This is what I have really seen. Because I will just tell you one anecdote, something which happened in Chennai.
Sure.
Once a lady came to me for counseling, and she took an appointment and she came to my office. She sat in front of me. She had not attended my class. She just came to meet me. She sat there, and the moment she started talking to me, her eyes started watering. She started crying. There were tears in her eyes. Then I asked her what happened. Then she said, this is my problem. When I try to talk to somebody, there are tears in my eyes. I feel very emotional. I am not able to talk at all. And the worst thing is, she was a sub-inspector. She was working as an inspector. So she said, in my profession, I have to be so bold.
Of course,
but
strong.
whenever I have to talk to somebody, tears are coming in my eyes. So I'm finding it so difficult to work. So that's why I came to you, she said. Then I said, you just attend my workshop. It's a one-day workshop. So I said, you please attend, and you will learn how to become very strong emotionally. So she attended, and after doing a few of my classes, then she spoke on the mic in front of an audience in the class, and she said, today whatever happens.
Oh wow,
I absolutely no tears. And she says, I sit in the police station, and when sometimes, you know, there are big fights, people come, all the others are so much perturbed, but I am absolutely calm. I am sitting, and they come and ask me, how ma'am, you are not getting perturbed, there's so much noise happening. She says, no, I know how to handle, you don't worry. So she says, I've come to that stage now because of this practice.
And right now she is very strong.
Absolutely very strong. Yeah.
Right now we are discussing about the strong thing. If we are talking about the businessman, the businessman and the strong thing concerning about each other.
Very much, yes.
So alpha mind power, how does it work for businessman?
For a businessman, the main thing is decision making. It's very important, because day to day they need to take a lot of decisions, and whenever a decision has to be taken, sometimes the mind gets confused because you're afraid that you may take a wrong decision. So the confusion becomes more, and the confidence level goes down. But if a businessman is practicing alpha mind power, then whenever he has to take a decision, I just ask them to use a particular mudra. I give it in the class. So the alpha level is registered in the mind with the mudra. So I tell them, just use the mudra, and the mind goes to the alpha level even though you're not meditating. And at that level, when you take a decision, it's always right. So decision making becomes very easy. And second is, for a businessman, he can even visualize the profit that he wishes to make. He can visualize his business expanding. So whatever he has as a goal for his business, he can visualize that it is happening. And every day in meditation, when he does that, automatically the entire universe works for his sake, and the goal gets manifested very easily. So there are many other things also which he can do to make his business much better. So it's a very good tool actually.
Yeah, exactly. If you are talking about the student goal, it's very important for a student, student life. So alpha mind power, how does it work for student?
Again, if you take a student, what happens to them is, when they sit down and try to study, then the mind wanders everywhere. So what happened yesterday in school, what is going to happen tomorrow, what's happening today, then what is the latest cricket match, what is the latest
movie,
about
the friends,
what about the friends, what are the problems we have in the family, and problems in the school. All these things are running in the mind. So there are so many tracks running in the mind that whatever the eyes read, it does not register in the mind at all. So that is why students find it so difficult to memorize and also to again write in the exams. But when a student starts practicing alpha mind power again, he uses the mudra while studying. So he can just use the mudra, the brainwave frequency goes to alpha level, subconscious mind is open, and he just gives a command to the subconscious mind, and he says, whatever I am studying now, it registers in my mind clearly. And then he starts studying, he opens his eyes, he starts studying with the mudra. And many students have told me that when they study like this, at least 75% they are able to reproduce with one reading. So the memory becomes very good, and day to day as they practice alpha level meditation, memory power becomes very good. So that way it helps a student. And the second is, a student can also visualize whatever marks he wishes to get in the exam. So that makes him more confident while writing the exam also. So that way also a student can use this.
Dr. Upadhyay, thank you so much to give us these kind of important information and your precious time.
Thank you very much.